long way. You know, you started the businesses, you went through your family issues, you had financial struggles, you've been through your spiritual battles, and then what? You know, you find yourself in a position where you're pondering everything as if, was it worth it? What's the purpose? What do you do with the information? This is the one thing I've learned, and nothing that I'm saying is original, right? It may be original to me in terms of how I give it to you, but it's a conversation I had with somebody who I consider or deem wiser than myself, whether in one facet or another. And that would be, God uses everything. Every little piece, every little thing that you've experienced, God is going to use those pieces to build your story, create a narrative that only you can stand in and fit. And I'm saying that from a space of somebody who's made tremendous success, who's had tremendous success, who's had tumultuous failures. What I'm trying to discuss with you right now in terms of overnight success and what this brand is all about is the fact that, no, it doesn't happen overnight, but it happens over many nights, over many sleepless nights, over many early days, over many, people not believing in what you're trying to do or maybe shrugging it off. This is about exposing yourself to something greater than yourself, because you know that at the end of the day, that you're striving, you're building your skills is going to amount to something. I just had a conversation yesterday with somebody and we talked about consistency, and we talked about how somebody will start a business and then 6 months in, they're like, oh, I'm tired. This is not working. A year, they're talking about this isn't working. They're not seeing the financial, return. Consistency means that 5 years in, you still are cranking it and you're still refining it and you're still chipping away at the craft. Sometimes we got to give it a little bit more time than we even think. And that day that you want to quit is the day that you'll see the return on all of the energy, all of the investing. So with that being said, overnight success is not about one night, but it's about many nights. Overnight success is about the fact that to others, it may seem like it happened overnight. To others, it will seem like it was so graceful and it was so elegant and you handled it so well. But you know what that fight was like. You know what that grind was like. You know what the fights and the struggles and the doubts that you even have in your head, the negative self-talk that you may experience. You know what that feels like, but it's not for everybody. That is your story. That is what creates this beautiful thing that you're building right now. And so for myself, I'll speak for myself. Overnight success, Over Coffee, these brands that I'm building right now, this universe that I'm creating right now is about owning every inch of your story, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the fun, the sad, the depressed, the hypomanic, the dealing with, like myself, I've dealt with being incarcerated. I've dealt with being the golden child. I've dealt with being the token black entrepreneur. I've dealt with being shunned because of my blackness. And all of that creates a space for me to walk in and share a story with you that is unique to me. It's my experience, my perspective. And hopefully by the end of, all of this, not this video, but the next 5 videos, the next 10 videos, the millions of dollars that we're going to create, the millions of lives that we're going to touch, maybe just one person will take from my story and it will help them and it'll have a significant impact that maybe it could change their lives. Maybe it will stop them from making a bad decision. I can't tell you who my market is because I believe that everyone is connected in some shape, way, or form or fashion. That means we may have differing perspectives. We may have differing opinions. But that doesn't mean that something that I'm going to bring to the table won't help you in one way or another, vice versa. So with all that being said, I bring this to you today. Overnight success.